Hey guys, Michael J. Crawford here, and welcome to part 8 of our Section 31 review. Now, in the last part, Thomas Potts left an interesting comment talking about when I was, rather inflamed because of the fact that it seems that we see their spaceship flying through this crazy tunnel in the planet, only to find out that they walk out the front door to where the spaceship is hovering above them. And because we see them walking out of this entrance immediately after see them flying from the center of the planet to this entrance, or at least I assume they're flying because we see their spaceship flying through the tunnel as we get that stupid zoom shot coming out. And yet, the very next shot, we see them walking towards the same spaceship. That didn't make a lot of sense. Now, Thomas says, I don't think that is the ship. It looks too small. So I figured let's go back and see if we can zoom and enhance a little bit on what appears to be the ship. And you know what? I gotta say, I don't think that that's the ship. It does have a very familiar look to it because I think it's something we see later in this movie. So yeah, we can see the shape is very similar to the super mega great glass elevator thing that we see later in this same movie. And of course, if we just flip the image, it becomes painfully obvious that it is in fact the same device. So fine, problem solved, and I should take off the red turds that I gave it before, right? Except for one minor detail. If you notice, in the image on the bottom here, the one that shows the scene just before we see them walking out of their super secret command base, there's nobody on the sled. So how did they get out? And if they used transporters, why didn't they just beam back to the ship? Why did they have to walk out the front door and then beam up to the ship? I'm pretty sure the answer is bad writing. So last time, Giorgio explains to them that the godsend...
Godsend or God's End?
Whatever it's called, that she ordered it built. And so now they got to figure out how the heck did it get here, which is a logical question.
Godsend, I hear it now. It's Godsend.
Send?
No
The
apostrophe.
godsend is here.
How? It's from another universe.
So Giorgio admits that she has no idea of where, tells them that she kept it in this universe for safekeeping, tells them that it must be a prime universe copy made by some, reads the script to find out that Data Node was actually from her universe.
That man had it. The one that you think is Data No.
The one we know is Data No.
No, he's not your Data No. He can't be. He's from the Terran Empire, and he brought the godsend here.
There are a lot of ways to spot bad writing in a movie or TV show. One is when the characters are so dumb that they do things that no sane person would ever do.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
Whatever happened here, I think we missed it.
All right, the area is secured. Let's go in and see what the computer can tell us.
It's not secure.
The area is secured, Ripley.
Other times is something like this, where people just kind of guess things that they couldn't possibly know and are always 100% correct.
He's from the Terran Empire, and he brought the godsend here. That's the only way he can know about it.
Really? That's the only way you could possibly know about it. It couldn't be that, say, someone from the mirror universe smuggled it into this universe, and since Data Node is already a weapons dealer, he was just trying to sell it. That's not possible at all. Too bad there's not some way they could test to see if he's from the mirror universe.
You're sensitive to light. It's the singular biological difference between our two races.
Now, I'll be honest here. I was kind of struggling with this one because I was seriously thinking about giving it a couple of red turds because of the fact that they didn't think about the fact that they could simply test whether or not he was sensitive to light in order to determine if he was from another universe. But then, let's be real. Since Star Trek Discovery Season 1, they never mention it again, and we've not seen anyone from the Mirror Universe ever react adversely to light except for Lorca. So, it really seems unfair to give them the turds, considering this is a mistake that they made on Discovery over and over and over again, and didn't take into account any of the other Star Trek shows. However, I am kind of a dick.
And since we have him locked up tight, I'll interrogate him.
No. We cannot trust a single word this woman said.
So let me get this straight. Section 31 assembles a covert ops team to sneak onto Georgiou's station, knock her unconscious in order to steal a weapon. When Georgiou finds out about the plan, she volunteers a better, more efficient plan for them to use. And on top of that, when she finds out what the weapon is, she warns them about it and wants to help them recover it. And yet, they don't think she can be trusted? At what point did Georgiou tell them anything that was untrue?
Yeah, she cost us Mel.
It doesn't seem to me that any of these people have any kind of perspective, because obviously Georgiou didn't do anything to cause Mel to die. In fact, none of them anticipated the super secret space ninja to show up and just happen to be using the exact same kind of tech as Georgiou, which, even though they can instantly figure out the data node is from the Mirror Universe, they couldn't figure out that the super secret space ninja, who was specifically after the Mirror Universe weapon and happened to have the exact same kind of tech that Georgiou has, might be from the Mirror Universe. No? Nobody? And, here's the dumbest thing about all this. Obviously, we're supposed to believe that there's this deep connection that everybody has with Mel. But, honestly, when I was watching this the first time, I was like, oh, wait, is that the name of the bald chick?
She's the only one who knows what we're dealing with.
Yeah, well, so she says, little bro.
Little.
I guess we're supposed to think it's funny because he looks like a Vulcan, but he's like the most emotional person on the crew or something. But to me, every single time they try to do one of these jokes about his size or something, that no thank you.
She's the reason this is all bollocks up. She's the reason Mel's dead, and she's the reason we're the arse end of the galaxy.
Honestly, I just need to take Zeph's comments here and break it down. He has 3 distinct things that he says here, all of which are untrue.
She's the reason this is all bollocks up.
Wrong answer, Zeph. The reason things went sideways was because the space ninja showed up and nobody had accounted for the appearance of a space ninja. Not only that, the space ninja had quantum multiplexer technology, which means that had Georgiou not been there to stop him, he would have gotten away with the doomsday weapon even easier.
She's the reason Mel's dead.
Space ninjas? Hello?
She's the reason we're the arse end of the galaxy.
Now, this one presents a little bit of a problem because there's a couple of possible responses to this. One, is he talking about the fact that they went on the mission in the first place because it was at Georgiou's station? If that is the case, then he's wrong because, in fact, they're there because that's where Data Node decided to do the transaction. But he could be referring to the planet on which they're standing right now, in which case he would still be wrong because they knocked Georgiou unconscious and took her here against her will. They could literally be anywhere.
Data knows our only link to the gods.
Really? Data knows your only link to the godsend, not, oh, I don't know, the person who built it? I mean, you guys were all sitting there talking about how you can't trust her a minute ago, and you don't even think about the possibility that this could be a whole plot of hers? I mean, really? In fact, it would make more sense if it was.
Mother of the fatherland,
Overlord of Vulcan.
Dominus of Kronos, Regina under Philippa Giorgio, Augustus Iaponia Centaurus.
So come with fries. That was good.
You know, I guess the "does it come with fries" was supposed to be another funny line. I don't know. What are these writers thinking? Do they really think that, like, people sit around at space McDonald's in the 23rd, 24th centuries and eat their space fries with their space Happy Meal? I don't know. So I guess their interrogation tactic is to reveal Georgiou's full name to Daytano so that he would be terrified of who he was dealing with. But obviously he doesn't buckle under that. So then they resort to the great trick of...
What the shit, man? You said that she was going to be doing the face punching.
So yeah, hilarious. So when that doesn't work, the writers are trying to think of what other clever tactic they could use, and they couldn't think of one, so they just didn't write one.
You know how I convinced the field marshal to talk?
I was an administrator at an Imperial weapons facility on Terra.
Now, this might not have been so bad if later on someone goes, so, what did she tell you? And then we could find out whatever it was. This is a little technique called bad. However, funny enough, I actually did find a limited edition copy of this show, and you can see exactly what she says.
The field marshal to talk.
I made them watch Star Trek Discovery on an infinite loop.
I was an administrator at an Imperial.
So evil Mirror Daytano admits that he had the Godsend stored at his facility, that he decided he wanted to sell it, make some money, and then they asked him, well, how the heck did he get it to the Prime Universe?
There was an ion storm. 2 of them, actually. And when they converged, which they do like clockwork, they ripped something open. An anomaly, they called it. It was a passageway to get to this place from the Terran Empire.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check here. Page 17.
Spock here.
Report on magnetic storm, Mr. Spock.
Standard ion type, Captain, but...
Okay, so yeah, ion storm was there. Got that.
Then our counterparts must have been transporting up at the exact same time. Similar storms on both universes disrupted the circuits.
So yeah, an ion storm in both universes at the same time causes a crossover, allowing... Holy crap, they got it right? Look, I know that some of you guys are probably thinking I'm being way too generous giving 3 green turds for them just getting continuity right. But I'm going to take what little I can out of this because, man, it is so rare that they actually do anything right. This is absolutely cause for celebration. Maybe, just maybe, this movie's back on the right track.
Are you aware of what that weapon does?
The Terran Empire's burned through its resources. There's famine. Entire ecologies are collapsing. They need to find a new territory to conquer and strip mine.
So they want to strip mine the entire Alpha Quadrant? I mean, wait, is the Terran Empire used up every planet in the galaxy in the Mirror Universe? Because that just, it seems like it would be a whole lot more difficult to invade another universe with another federation that's just as powerful as your own, as opposed to just spreading out and conquering the various races in your own universe. But hey, that's just me. Then, of course, we get the big twist that there's a mole on the inside.
Whoever broke into my room, whoever stole that weapon, they know what they know because they learned it from one of you.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Wow, that's some pretty big dramatic music building up to something, isn't there? And there sure is. And man, this is one of those moments that will go down forever as one of the moments in Star Trek history. Wow. Well, I guess there ain't no surviving that one, is there? Although, granted, it is just an explosion in a console. We've seen people survive that in about a million episodes of Star Trek. It's not like the whole ship is going down or something. Wow. So, yeah, I guess they're dead. Yeah, can't get much better than that. I gotta say, I'm gonna hand it to the writers here that they had the balls to kill off two of the main characters this far into it. So, bravo, guys, you got me.
What happened?
Sabotage.
Really? That really? Okay. You know, I didn't want to do this, but I really can't take this crap anymore. And my good friend Hank Pym gave me these things to use in case of just such an emergency. So let me just slap one of these here on and...
This is definitely not what I expected. I think I did the wrong one. Let me try this.
Okay, yeah, that's a little better, but in order to get out of here, I need to go down another step. Let me try this. Uh-oh, I think that was too much. Yeah, whoa,
Ah, yes, the quantum realm, where Section 31 doesn't exist. Finally, I can be at peace. What is that?
Welcome to the quantum realm.
Thanks, I guess. But who are you?
I've been waiting a long time for this.
You've been waiting a long time, huh? What are you, some kind of idiot?
Oh, yes.
Well, at least you admit it. So, what are you doing here?
Our fates have always been forged together.
What are you talking about?
What's up, my know-it-alls?
Mr. Know-It-All, my co-host over on Nerd Fights? Are you telling me that we're going to be stuck together forever on Nerd Fights? Oh, fuck.
Section 31 has taken its toll.